I want to state the truth to reality. Because yes, asking for help is step one, right? Obviously. Well, step one is actually admitting you have a problem. Step two is probably asking for help. It's not always as easy as it seems, especially when you're dealing with like insurance companies, things like that. So about 3 years ago, I realized I was like, this isn't healthy. Like, I feel like I need to like drink because I'm like having this anxiety if I don't do it. Like, I'm having these like withdrawal symptoms. And I didn't like myself, you know. I was like, I'm not happy with myself. This isn't who I used to be. Like, what am I doing? But like, your mind, you know, it's a very substance oriented product or thing that will literally affect your neurotransmitters, so that your brain thinks, I need it, I need you. If I don't have you, I'll die. And so at this time, 3 or 4 years ago, somewhere around there, I contacted my so many people. I mean, I was on like Reddit, I was on Twitter things about it, sober recovery, things like that. I was contacting my insurance at the time, Oscar, which the CEO is who? Josh Kushner, Jared Kushner's brother, right? Okay. Whatever, Oscar, which is, do never get that plan. Don't ever go to that insurance. They suck. And I was crying on the phone. I would cry. I spent like at least 5 to 10 phone calls calling my insurance saying, I need help. And they're like, sorry. Like, I live in the big state of like Texas, right? I live in the big state of Texas. Okay. I live in the big state of Texas, right? It's huge. They're like, well, the only place we can do is Florida. But you're gonna have to pay your own plane flight. Wait, where am I? Sorry. And I was like telling the nurse, the customer service agent, she was like, she used to be a nurse, and she was like, knew that I had like a lot of social anxiety. She was like, oh no, like they're expecting you to go on a plane all by yourself to go to like rehab and like pay for it? Like, what the, like, she was like, I pray to God that the people that own this insurance and that are managers and this and that are listening to this phone call right now, because I was literally in tears, crying, begging, please help me. To no availability, right? So then what do? I go on social media. I go on Twitter. I go on like sober recovery, I think it was called, like hashtag sober recovery. It's about like 3 years ago. I meet some really cool people, and actually this one guy I met, he knew actually this person that actually lived like 30 minutes from me and knew all these people literally in Bandera, Texas, right? And he had contacted at least 2 of the places because they worked there, and was like, you know, hey, there's this girl that needs like help, and they were like, well, can you give me your information of your insurance? And I did, and they were like, I hate, like, he called me back being like, I'm so sorry, I hate to say this to you, but like, they won't approve it. And so that's why, like, this last year I finally last year, I finally changed to a different insurance. And I made sure that the inpatient cost would be, I think it's 0, but I don't know, right? So then I spend the time researching, takes a lot of time. I did an entire hour-long interview on the phone. You had to open up with absolutely everything about your life from like start to fucking finish. Like you have to be as personal as you can be. And I got denied from my insurance. They said because I just got out of the hospital and I wasn't currently drinking because I was in the hospital, obviously they wouldn't let me drink in the hospital, right? That I wasn't approved after doing an hour-long interview. And I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I don't understand. Like, what? Like, you think, like, you ask for help and you'll get that help. But it's not the way it happens. It's a process. And so then she called them, and then they told her a different reason. They said, so first they told me, well, it's because you haven't drank enough, basically. And I was like, well, can I change my answers to my interview? I don't know. Like, what? Because it's expensive, like $30,000, US $30,000. And then, so then I'm like, Mom, please call. I'm like overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed with too much stuff in my life. Please help me. I need help. So she was able to call him, and then they told her a different reason. They told her, well, because of her medical issues, she needs to be close enough to a hospital. So if anything happens, the EMS can come and whatever. So I basically got denied after spending a week doing that. So I found another place, and I'm really excited about it, but I don't want to be because I'm afraid that I'm gonna get my hopes up again. And I'm gonna spend all this time and effort calling and doing all this to just get denied once again. And it feels like this, like, it's not that I don't want help, it's just like I don't know how to get it through the insurance. I hate insurances. I would go tomorrow if I could. I really fucking would. And I found this perfect place. It's literally like right by where the RV was. By the river. It's amazing. It has amazing, so amazing, like therapy, like EDMR. In the morning they do like blue light therapy for like sleep disturbances, PTSD. You can go on like nature walks, but like I don't want to like get my hopes up because for some reason, like in my head, I think like it'll just get denied again, and then it'll just be like back at square one, you know? So I don't know what to do. Anyways, I messaged the guy I met on Twitter who knew people around here in Bandera. I'm just like throwing like darts at a fucking window at this point, like being like, maybe you'll stick, maybe you'll stick, maybe you'll stick. It feels impossible. so when people on here and being like, well, why don't you just go to rehab? Well, I'm sorry, I don't live in California. I don't have free Medicaid. This is not the way that things work here in Texas, okay? So leave me alone. Stop it. Just stop it.